The one industry that could be majorly affected should the Ukraine-Russia conflict escalate is the aircraft industry. On the 31st of January, Boeing in a statement had said that the tensions over Ukraine create an adverse climate for their business. In case of an economic sanction, supply chain for titanium could be impacted, and further, the ability to produce aircraft could be impeded. The other aspect is food security. Not many know how important and rich Ukraine is when it comes to food. Russian invasion means they will bottleneck these exports, which will create food security issues because Ukraine is one of the largest distributors of corn and wheat. Grain exports are a cornerstone of Ukraine's economy. Much of Ukraine's wheat and corn are destined for West Asia, that is Middle East and Africa, that are heavily dependent on imports for food items. Global food security is of top concern if Ukraine's exports are disturbed. On the other hand, because of distance, US's wheat amounts to less than 10% that cater to those regions. In fact, Ukraine this year is aiming to clinch number 3 in wheat and number 4 in corn exports. That ranking could be missed owing to the crisis with Russia. The US and Europe could be looking at energy and food security by ensuring Ukraine's west tilt. But will Russia allow it? The US has always been wary of Russia's dominance in Europe, and Russia's influence is going to grow stronger if they invade parts of Ukraine and are able to withstand global sanctions. But US-backed Ukraine can prosper and capitalize on its natural resources. Could that be US's pretext to compete with Russia? While Europe depends on Russian natural gas, the US is aspiring to be a more prominent liquefied natural gas supplier, although the price of LNG would be significantly higher in price than that of Russian gas. The point that US is trying to make is to stop Russia from having dominance over Europe through energy dependence and what Secretary Blinken called weaponizing heat by controlling gas during winter months when Europe needs Russia to stay warm. Also, fossil fuels are not infinite, which means Russia has to look for additional sources of natural gases to tap. They have to look no further than to their west, that is, Ukraine. All the strategic position aside, to Russia and to the West, Ukraine of the future is an untouched, untapped natural resource hotspot. A foothold into Ukraine would mean energy security, economy driver, and strong and secure strategic position.